Hi, today I'm going to talk briefly about data management, how StorageX and Data Dynamics can help you and your organization achieve your data management goals. When we talk about data management from our point of view, we analyze, we move, we manage, and modernize. And what that means is we give you an intelligent way to look at your data and make decisions based on real data that's out there, specifically metadata, and we allow you to move that in a variety of ways. You can move it object to object, you can move it file to object, you can move it file to file. It's up to you and how you want to do it. When we talk about management, really, because it's a centralized platform, it's a unified platform that allows you to move data across all of your different NAS and object storage platforms freely so that you can achieve those goals and create policy-based decisions that give you a consistent set of results. This eliminates the legacy roadblocks and enables you to do a true data transformation. So a quick outline, we're going to talk about data management infrastructure and kind of what it looks like in your environment. We're going to talk about analytics, things like the right data, the right location, and the right time, policy setup, reporting, importance of tagging and data management, movement of data, and a quick summary. When we talk about StorageX infrastructure, what we're talking about is a scale-out infrastructure. Essentially, deploy a small environment for the StorageX environment and then deploy UDEs as you need to expand. The UDEs, it stands for Universal Data Engine. You can deploy them on-premise or in Azure. They're responsible for migrating the data or setting up and bringing in the analysis of the metadata also. They can move data between any NAS storage and any NAS storage, and also between any NAS storage and object storage, including blob. When you start your infrastructure, what you do is import all of your resources. I've separated them into folders. So there's an infrastructure folder, object targets, and then the rest of it is all of my storage. That would be things like NetApp or NFS or Isilon, things like that. Then you deploy data engines. Now, one is deployed automatically when you install the software, but if you want to deploy another one, you can just hit the deploy button. You tell it where you want to deploy it to. In this case, it's the host CIFS NFS win, and hit the OK button. It gives you a task that tells you that it's running, and when it's done, it deploys it, and you can see on the top line here, it's deployed and running on this date. Pretty simple. The other nice thing about this is not only can you add, but you can delete the same way. So this means that you don't have to have overutilized resources for no reason in the cloud or even on your own resources on-premise. When we talk about analytics, what we're talking about really here is metadata analytics. And at its base, I'm showing you a file created, modified, and access time of a group of files. They're obviously very old, from 2014. They were modified in 2015, and they were accessed in 2016. What we do is we scan that data, we bring that into a database, and we allow you to set up tags. You can set up tags to do filtering and sorting later. You can also set up tags when you archive, so that as you write things out to your S3 archive, or blob storage, you have the capability to put tags on there so that it can mean something later in your project. Now, once the data is in there, we can do searches or queries on pretty much any of the metadata. Obviously, you're looking for some very old file names. The query of this is just expired data. It's a standard query. You can set it up, and you can set it up any way that is good for your organization. What the result of this is you get reports about the files. We found, 1,000 bytes of files, and there's only 10 files in this, but it's representative of what you would get. Is you get a lot of files that were between 4 and 7 years old. You get some files that are between 4 and 5 years old, unmodified, and then last access is the same thing. So this is kind of like your dashboard. You can go in there and do a search first and then zoom in with queries, and you don't change the database. All you do is change the query. Finally, when you run your archive, you can use that same query that you've already demonstrated and you know what data is going to come out of it. And you could put that into your archive and you get a consistent view and you get a consistent result of things that you want to put out there. And you can put each one of these things on a schedule. Now, the schedule could be once, it could be hourly, daily, weekly. You make that choice. It's the same thing for discovery and scan as it is for archive. So, quick summary, StorageX will allow you to make consistent automated policy-based moves. The idea here being that the infrastructure can be expanded as you need or shrunk as you need. You can find any data from 140 metadata points. These are things that most users don't see, but StorageX gives you the ability to see them. You can move data from on-premise to Azure, NAS file to file, NAS file to object, or object to object. For more information, contact sales@datdyne.com. Thank you.